I saved $2,100 in January by just not spending it. This is a recap of my no buy month, January 2025. I'm going to do my makeup and we are going to talk about it, talk about everything I didn't buy, why I didn't buy it, and what I learned. I'm Nora McInerny. I am an author. I am a podcaster. I am struggling to find what drawer I put my makeup in. I did a no buy in January. If you don't know what that means, it means you just don't buy anything in January. There are obvious exceptions. People make up their own rules all the time. You're still going to buy groceries, right? You're still going to buy necessities. I did not make up too many strict rules for myself because I tend to make things so strict, so black and white that if I cannot participate perfectly, I will give up. So to kind of make it fun for me, I did something in a way that I've done it before, which is before buying something, and this is kind of basic to some people, instead of just buying something, I have a note in my notes app. I have it set up like a table, looks like this, where I say what the thing is, where I saw it. So if it was in a store, the store I found it in, or if I was scrolling, which is most of the time, the link to it, and then the cost of it. The idea is that I have it, I make myself wait, and then I can come back to it and see if I still want it. January was the first month that I did that this year because it's the first month of the year. I've done this periodically, but I wanted to start out this year this way because overconsumption is killing our planet. And I don't think that I'm a person who is the worst consumer in the world. I think I do consume pretty thoughtfully. And also I can kind of spend money somewhat mindlessly. Spending money is a fun distraction oftentimes for me. It is a way for me to kind of avoid my feelings or avoid being bored. And, as you can see, I do like things. I do buy a lot of things that are thrifted. I buy a lot of things secondhand. I do like kind of like the thrill of discovering something that feels like a treasure. I don't even know what I'm doing with my makeup. I just started dotting it on, but here we go. I had a lot of acne today. Oh my God, that's great. I love being in my 40s and experiencing acne and wrinkles. What a fun combo. I had this moment over the holidays where I just looked at my house. I said, oh my God, I have so much stuff. I have so much stuff. There's no way that I need any more stuff. And I told my husband, this is it. I'm not buying anything. And he said, okay, sure. Not because he doesn't believe in me, but just because he's so nice to me and he doesn't judge me for all the things that I judge myself for. And you know what? May everybody have a partner like that. He was like, okay, I think you're fine, but if you want to do that, that's fine. So that's what I did. I still did have to spend money on presents. January is a big birthday month for our family. It feels like everybody in our family is born in November, December, and January. So we had some big expenses there. But, when I looked through my closet, I just thought, there's no way that I need anything else. There's just no way I need anything else. So whatever I see in January where, a lot of things are on sale right after Christmas, right after the holidays, I'm going to make myself wait. So let's go through all of the things that I did not buy in January. One by one, we'll go through the list, the way that I added them, and see if I still want any of these things. All right, we're starting out with Katie Kime pajamas. This was a holiday pajama set. I have a Katie Kime dress. I have a Katie Kime shirt. They make things very, very high quality, basics. I don't own a pair of their pajamas. I was served an ad. Do I need holiday pajamas? Absolutely not. They were on sale for $60, which typically I'd be like, boom, add them to cart. Let's buy them. That's great. I did not buy them. They are now sold out in every size, and I don't feel like I missed out at all. I've got several pairs of pajamas that I like that are perfectly fine. I don't really need Christmas themed ones. Glad I didn't buy them. Second is kind of like a funny little craft thing. These are paper birds you can put together. I was at my friend's house and her daughter had these in her room, her first grader. And I was like, oh my, these are so cute. I want these. I want this activity. And they just look so beautiful. And I did not buy them. They are $55. And I am fine not having them because look at this room. I barely have any room on the walls. Like what, I'm okay. I'm okay. It is okay for them to just be a beautiful thing that I admire and that I don't own. Third is a multi-necklace connector. Saw this, a friend had it. I wear 2 of these necklaces every day. This is a third one that I got for Christmas. The 2 that I wear every day and pretty much never take off, they do get very tangled. So this is something that you connect the necklaces all to, and then it helps them not be tangled. You can take them off and put them on as one necklace, which I think is very innovative and very interesting. This is now a little bit more on sale. When I added it to my list, it was $20 today. As of recording this, it's $16. This might be something I buy. Because it would be nice to be able to just keep them untangled. So that's going into the maybe. First thing out of 3 that I'm like, this is a maybe. Okay, fourth one is bigger. It is a vintage cabinet. It's hard for me to say no to cabinets. It's hard for me to say no to vintage items. I love things. I love old things. I love things that you can put things in. Here's a little cabinet that I have on top of my drawers, or little cabinet drawers that look at this. Look. I love it. This specific one, I think it's an antique printer cabinet, which that means it's like, oh God, where people used to keep their typesetting. You're gonna have to look that up. I'll go totally off the rails on that. So I've been wanting a cabinet like this. $650 at a antique vintage store here in Arizona. I ultimately did not buy it. I stuck to my no buy. And I'm glad because honestly, I don't have any room. For it. And when I get things like that, then my next order of business is always to fill it, right? It's not just that I have the cabinet, now I have to fill it with things. And it was okay to say no to that. And ultimately, even though my friend Beth found it and she was looking out for me, it's okay that I passed on that. It really is. House of Intuition 2025 candle. This would have been a pretty easy impulse purchase for me to make on a normal day. I love House of Intuition. I love sort of like magical things. It's $25, but or $26, who knows? But then you had the tax, you had the shipping, it's a $40 candle. I do have one of their candles over there. Ultimately, I'm okay that I didn't buy that. Don't need it. And honestly, the desire's passed. Don't want it. Next one, this blue bow hairpin from Chunks. So, it's like a hairpin, but it looks like a bow. It's $10. That also would have been a very easy thing to add to my list. It was $17 when I first saw it. Now it's $10. I'm highlighting that as a maybe too, because I do like to put my hair back. I do love a hairpin. I love whimsy. I love maximalism. I love kind of like silly things. That's still calling to me. The next one I don't have a picture of, but you might see me in them soon if they are still at the store. This is at a local store called Local Nomad, and they specialize in things that are sustainably made, ethically made. I've purchased a few pieces of clothing from them. They tend to be on the more expensive side because, when you're making something sustainably, it's going to cost more money and hopefully be higher quality. These were like these railroad striped wide leg pants by Le Bon Shop. They were $125. I have not gone back to get them. These I saw kind of in the beginning of the month, right when I committed to this. And I was like, good. Because truly, they're cute. And they did kind of seem like the kind of thing that I would get a lot of wear out of. This brown is way too orange for me, I think. I don't know. I'm really struggling with makeup colors. Fiddles. Yikes. Okay. We're just moving straight to the hands now, guys. We're moving on to the finger painting portion of the day. I can't tell what that looks like. Hopefully you're all like, wow, beautiful. How'd she do it?
She is a princess.
Those are honestly still a maybe. So you might, TBD, you might see those soon. And when you see them, I do expect a compliment. Next thing is kind of little, another lipstick. Maybe she's born with it. No. It's always going to be Maybelline. This is the new version of their lip ink. It's called the Teddy Lip. It looks kind of soft and blurry. At least on the 16-year-old model. So I was standing there in Target just thinking oh God, I really need this, don't I? I really need this. But ultimately, no, I did not need it. It was $10. That's a maybe. I'm not as intrigued by it. I do have a million lipsticks Maybelline, if you're listening, I would not hate for it to be gifted to me. I'm sure I will love it, but I'm passing on it for now. We'll see about next time I go into Target. And yet another Target thing, a tennis skirt. Do I play tennis? No, I don't play tennis. Okay, I don't play tennis because I don't have a skirt. But if I had the skirt, I could play tennis. And you know you can't play tennis unless you have the skirt. Do I want to play tennis? Yes. More importantly, do I want to look like I play tennis? Yes. I have not bought this, but it is still calling to me loud and clear. I do play enough pickleball that I think I can justify this skirt. I think I can. 25 bucks. I feel like I'll get enough wear out of it. So that's also a maybe. Okay, next is a pair of Nike blazer lows. I love a blazer. These ones are like green. They're really cute. My son was wearing them at Christmas, the men's version. And I was like, what are those? Those are cute. And do I need them? No, I do not. And I literally just cannot justify bringing those into my home because my floor is littered with sneakers. I love sneakers though. Like that's, I don't have a lot of vices, but that is definitely one of them. Okay, I don't know what I just did. I think the eyeliner was fine until I fucked with it. But they are on sale. I don't need them. And honestly, I completely forgot about them till I saw them on this list. So I obviously didn't need them. This next one was a toughie. This is the Gap sweatsuit. I have it in two colors. I have it in a hot pink and I have it in navy. I want the gray. Okay, I want the gray. I want the classic athletic gray. It was $100 when I added it to my cart. Now it is on sale. It's a little bit cheaper, but I still don't need it. I still already have two sweatsuits. Sometimes I justify things by saying, but I'm tall. When they have something in a size tall that fits me really well, I do want it in every version that I can get it in. So I'm still resisting. We're just drawing at this point. We're just drawing on my face. My gosh. Okay, this next one is not something that I seriously was going to buy. It was not on sale. It still is not on sale, but it caught my eye. And in the spirit of documenting things that I wanted, that I felt that pull towards, I added this to the list. This was an ad that I was served from Tuckernuck. It is a Barber wool cape. I have owned many a cape in my lifetime. Okay, when I lived in Minnesota, I became somewhat of a outerwear hoarder. So I had several capes. You know how many times I wore them? Not many, because it's kind of hard to find perfect cape weather. Where you're wearing a sweater and then also like a cape that doesn't quite cover the rest of your arms. And you're like, it's maybe 2 days a year that are cape weather. But it caught my eye enough that I lingered, I clicked, and the feeling is completely past, and I no longer want this at all. Next up, we have a bread dough container. A bread dough container from King Arthur Flour. I have gotten into baking bread. I'm not good at it, but you don't have to be good at it to do it. Would I prefer to be good at it? Yeah. But you can't get everything you want. So I'm not great at baking bread, but maybe I would be if I had the right containers, is what I would say. I did not buy this. It's $23. Maybe someday. I'm simply not that good at baking bread. And I think in the meantime, I can make do with the many different containers that we already have in our house. So the moment is kind of past for this for me. I made several bad loaves of bread in the month of January, and maybe I will continue baking horrible bread. It doesn't help that I'm baking gluten-free bread, which is not, I'm not a good success, but maybe someday. Back to clothes. I have a version of this dress that I wore. It was probably my most worn and definitely most complimented item of 2024. So Etsy went ahead and served me an ad for this version of the dress, cute red and white sort of checker print, very picnicky, very cute, not at all seasonal for where we are in the year right now. Added it to the list, and it's still a maybe. I'll keep it there. I'll keep it in my saves. Maybe this summer I'll think, yes, I really need another dress, but no, the moment is past. And the moment is past on this swimsuit too. This is the perfect shade of blue for me. I know for a fact I look amazing in this color blue. I know for a fact that with a spray tan in this color blue, I am unstoppable. For $25, it's hard for me to walk away from a tasteful one-piece swimsuit, but walk away I did. Round of applause. left it there at Target, stopped in Target, added it to my dumb little list, and I was like, oh, but I want it so bad, but I don't need it. I just went to Mexico. I came back. I wore the same swimsuits I wore all the time. I'm fine. Did not need a new swimsuit. Still don't need a new swimsuit. I'm good. But the next one broke my heart because I love Boss Dog. Boss Dog makes all my like sort of the weird t-shirts I make with a lot of skulls on them and like funny things. I wear them all the time. He launched some vintage clothes that he upcycled with some of his prints. And I saw this button down and I said, why'd you have to do it in January, bud? Why'd you have to do it in January? Why? And it sold immediately. So that hurts. And now I will never have it because it was one of a kind. And that hurts. And that's okay. Somebody out there is wearing it and that's good enough for me.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because
Again, it's January. I do live in Arizona, so I can kind of wear sandals whenever, but I certainly don't need sandals right now. But I am a huge fan of Sorel. Sorel makes my favorite winter boots. They also make great sandals. They are a versatile company, and these sandals look super cute and comfy, and they're under $50. And this is a maybe for me. This is something that, this is me shopping for next summer. I have another pair of Sorel sandals that are really thick like this. They've lasted years and they still look good, which is good. And again, like sometimes I can justify overbuying clothing and overbuying shoes because I have an unusual shoe size and I am tall. So I'm like, if it's in my size, I have to buy it right now. I simply must. And that's not really true. But these are a maybe. This is something that I'm like, yes, I do ultimately want this. Next is a darning loom kit from Etsy. Have I ever darned something? No, because I don't have the proper supplies. Okay, but I am a girl who likes to get supplies. I'm a girl who likes to plan for the life that she may one day live. So I also have quite a collection. I have quite a sweater collection, and I've accumulated them over the years. Beautiful cashmere sweaters that I've bought off season, bought on sale, and something got into them. Some insect had a little cashmere feast, and now all of my sweaters have holes in them, and I want to do some visible mending. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about visible mending. I've been scrolling, and I've been thinking I could do that. But will I? I think I will. But I'm going to start with going to a local store, bringing my sweater, getting their opinions, making sure that I'm getting like the right thread to do this with. And then I'll worry about getting like other materials. We got to start somewhere, but I'm not sure where. The next two were going to be pure impulse buys, the kind of that I would normally just do. I was at the mall. My kid was doing an escape room for his birthday party. I wasn't in there. The kids were escaping, not me. My husband stayed at the escape room, and right next door there was a J. Crew factory. So I was like, I'm gonna go just check it out. And there was a slim fit men's Oxford button down. I do look good in a men's button down, $45. I was like, okay, I don't have this one. I don't have a blue one. It's been a while since I've worn one, but that used to be kind of like one of my looks. Added it to the list. I'm fine without it, honestly. Then there was also this heart sweater. I love a novelty sweater. This was also 100% cotton, which is good. I'm really reading labels this year. I'm not going to get caught, buying a $200 plastic sweater like I have in the past, naming no names, but brands, you know who you are. Didn't buy either of them, and I'm fine. At least today, I'm fine. Then we're back to bread. We're back to bread topics. One reason why my bread was not turning out is I was baking it in too large of a Dutch oven, but Dutch ovens are very expensive, and especially Le Creuset Dutch ovens, that is my preferred brand. I have a big Le Creuset Dutch oven, so I guess I could just like double the recipe probably and just bake a bigger loaf of bread in it. But no, I said I'm gonna need a smaller Dutch oven. They're like $400, maybe closer to $300 at some places on some sales, but this one was $390. Absolutely not. No, No. I'll find a different kind of bread to bake. I was served an ad for the cutest pajama pants / boxers. The brand is Comme Si. I was in Mexico at the time, so I was like, oh, maybe like the price is broken. No, they're $195. Absolutely not. No, I have enough pajamas. I have enough pajama pants. Don't need these. Absolutely not. All right, and the last thing on the list, the last thing that made it on the list was a hard sunglass case. I saw my friend using it in Mexico. Really pretty, like Gucci sunglass case. I have giant sunglasses for my giant head. It can be kind of hard to find a hard case for them. It's $37. It's a maybe. My sunglasses aren't getting completely smashed. I would like to keep them safe. Maybe, but I'm fine. So added that all up and it's over $2,100. Would I have bought all of this stuff without thinking? No, but I would have bought some of it without thinking, and it really adds up. And more than that, it adds up on our earth and in our homes. We have so much stuff on this earth. It is more than we will be able to use in like 5 lifetimes. The earth is crying, okay? We are consuming too much, we are buying too much, and then not even using it. And at some point in time, the things that you own do start to feel like they own you. So instead of shopping, I baked bread. I did craft projects that have, again, been things that I have bought, hoarded, not used. I started and I'm almost done with a needlepoint project. I love needlepoint. It is so soothing. It is so relaxing. I found other things to do with my time than scroll and buy things. And I've experienced this feeling before where I make myself wait and the feeling passes, and even the adding of them to this list does give me, or did give me in the moment, a little bit of the same kind of like dopamine hit that you get from adding to cart or buying something, but without the regret once you get your credit card bill, or once you like have the thing and you realize like, I've got to now find a place to put it. Another thing that I did was go through my entire closet. I went through my entire closet. I took everything out and then I lost interest. And it was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And that is the power of ADHD. But when I went back to the project and made myself try on every single thing that I owned and decide, does this really fit me? Does this fit a body that I wish I had? Does this fit a life that I wish I had? I have a whole pile of things that I'm going to be selling on my Instagram. I have piles and piles of things that I donated. I don't donate garbage. Like I donate like good stuff. And I basically made myself pack away over half of the things that still remained in my closet so I could have a selection of stuff for the next 3 months that I will actually see and actually wear. So this is something, I forgot I had this t-shirt. This t-shirt is so cute. This vintage t-shirt that, I bought off somebody on Instagram maybe 8 years ago. I don't even remember the last time I wore it because it was folded up with all these other t-shirts. And now I've got like 7 t-shirts to choose from for the next 3 months. And then I'm going to go in, I set a calendar date to go in and switch out my closet and give myself new things. But it felt good to shop what I already have. And I think I've heard other people say this, it's style is about how you can wear what you have. I'm butchering that sentence, but it's not about having things that are brand new and like, super like trendy and and trend cycles now are just moving so fast. It feels so insane. I'm so glad that I wasn't young. I'm so glad we did not have the internet as it exists when I was young, or I think I would have had like a really, really hard time. It, already kind of feels like difficult for me. And I'm like, in my 40s and no one really cares what I wear. Really, this experiment reminded me like I have everything I need. I have everything I need and then some, and it feels good. It feels really good. It feels really good not to be in want mode and to have like my wanter, as my sister-in-law calls it with her children, to have my wanter under control and to see things and be like, that's a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing. It's not for me. I don't need it. I don't really want it, but that's a beautiful thing. It can exist. I hope it finds somebody who loves it. And in the meantime, I have everything I need. So I have started my February want list already. It's February 3rd. There's only one thing on it right now. And I'll see how this goes. I don't know if I'm going to be as strict in February or moving forward, but I don't know. What do you think? Like, I kind of want to just keep this up and see how little I can actually buy this year and see what I can do with what I already have, except for books, because I will always need to buy more books and I won't be cutting down on that. So don't even ask me to. Okay, there were some things that I did buy, a lot of gifts. I mentioned that. I did have a trip pre-booked. So that was an expense. And I bought a few books, and this was I was really conflicted about this, guys, but I bought socks. Oh shoot, I need to clean my floor. Ick. I bought socks. These were on clearance at Gap. I really love them. Great socks. Except, it's another reason to just go to stores. They were $4.99 at Gap.com. When they arrived with stickers, clearance stickers from the store that said $2.97. Okay. But I did buy 4 pairs of socks. So that is the thing that felt like a need. I could have lived without them. I was like all torn up about it. I was like, I said I wouldn't buy anything this month. And my husband was like, it's socks. I think it's okay. And I was like, stop being so nice to me. You don't understand. That's not what this is about. But anyways, let me know what you think. Have you done a no buy? Are you going to do a no buy? Let's talk about it. I want to hear everything. I want to hear about what you're buying, what you're not buying. Okay, yep, I think that's it. I'm Nora McInerny. Thank you for being here. Want to know if you have done a no buy, if you are thinking about doing one, if we should keep talking about this. Make sure you like this video, subscribe if that seems like something that you would like to do, or share this video with somebody else that you think might like it. I will see you back here. We make videos twice a week. So Wednesdays and Sundays, maybe. I don't know. I have very poor pattern recognition. Okay, bye.